I can't tell. Okay, that didn't work. That didn't work. Oh, wait, is it not picking me up? Hello? What's up? Hello? 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 I am soft. Hello? 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 I am soft. Um, hi. Hi. Forget I'm listening to that. Hi. Hi guys. Hi. Hi. You're on my new computer. Have it set up. We have the setup. We have the setup. It's goated. Goated with some sauce. Goated with the tiniest bit of sauce. Why is my mic so not alive? Oh, did I turn the volume on it down? We're gonna see how that works. Hold up. This is for science. We're gonna see how that works. Hold up. This is for science. I realized I said that and I stopped talking. Boo. I realized I said that and I stopped talking. Boo. Okay, I can't tell. Okay. Maybe I just sound quiet in my head. I had my headphones down. Look at my new shirt. I think it's pretty worth it. I think it was pretty worth the money. Accurately describing what I am. All worked out pretty well. Now you guys are gonna look at my setup for 5 seconds as I go walk outside. Yes. Hello? Literally? Hello? Weirdest part of my setup is I have to wear my headphones backwards. But do I risk destroying the camera angle to show the room? No. No, I don't. I don't. You have to trust me. Actually joining. Oh, hi Tilly. We're playing Stanley Parable. I got my permit and can therefore use computer. Okay, I'm using it. Fuck it. You can't see it? It's gay. It's gay. It's gay as fuck. We're playing Bendy soon. Do you like that? Favorite? That's your favorite game? That makes sense. Does it? I don't know. I don't know.
Lives flashing.
I love Stanley. It's a really good game. I've only played it like once. Suppose I should load it up then. Wow. I'm not used to this new computer. Windows 11 kind of sucks. A lot. Kinda is just bad. But we move forward. I'm actually really excited to get back into this game. Because last time I played it, it just kept crashing. Bunch. Does that Simon pick you up? How did you notice that? Yeah, I got somewhere the other day. Maybe. Oh, I also wanted a water. Mini fridge. I need that sound bite. I need to go get that sound bite. Very observant. Well, good job. Good job. Hello. Okay, we're in. Am I honest? 7:42. As going the wrong way. As God damn it. Flicker. Still 7:42. Okay. 7:42. Hang on. Before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock. Both times you booted up the game. You're welcome. A lot of people don't take this step seriously, considering they just leave the clock at 12 and call it a day. You're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. I'm gonna move my mouse out of the way. Holy shit. Don't capture my cursor. It's rude. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. I'll tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been cooperative, next time you boot up the game, set the screen and set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whatever time you want. If it's not the correct time, you've earned it. Someone remind me later. Okay, I don't think this saved any of what I did last time except my achievements. Because I don't think I ever booted this game up after. But now I can play it in quality. Oh, no, that's worse. Oh my god, that's bad. Room. Still stretched out? Tiny. I could see that. Yeah, I didn't. It closed. You suck. It's closing. Okay, hold up. I messed up already. I'm good at this. I wanted to put in my favorite time anyway. Oh, and now it's not full screened. Cool. Okay, we're gonna do this for the second. Favorite time. 11 o'clock. Dark, welcome in. Hi, Dark. 11 a.m. Your favorite time of day. Great time again. Here's it to 11. Welcome in, Dark. I'm fixing the screen, so don't mind it. Trying to fix it right now. Good to collect data. And game is absolutely wild. I do! Hi, Skylar. New PC moment? New PC moment. And change setup, if you can't tell the angle's different. Fun streamer fact, I don't have a shelf to put my ring light on, so it's currently being held up by a cherry 7-Up box. That's how I get my lighting, baby. What? What the fuck did I do to you? Can I get my good resolution? There it is. Maybe. If you pay me enough, I can hold the ring light. I'm a pretty... Don't, please? Please? I prefer you not a statue. Did I just do something wrong to this? Hey, you know, we're just gonna not bother with it anymore. Cool. It's just not working. I love that. It's not even my computer's fault. It's just fucking with me. Coolio. That's annoying.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
This is really jarring to me.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk.
Maybe it was never the computer messing with me. Maybe it was the games all along.
Buttons on a keyboard.
Hi, Stanley.
Orders
Shout out to the saddest videos.
On his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push,
Could have been the game.
and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly.
Showing us my shirt again.
And Stanley was happy.
Hi, Stanley.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years
Stanley
at the company
Parable.
had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
Wrong?
Shocked, frozen,
Shocked?
Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped up.
Can't go to the back rooms anymore. I can't. You're right. You're exactly right. I tested for. Okay, listen. I needed a tester get. Oh, that's the one. That's the one. We're good. We're good. Okay. I tested the Fortnite the other day, and it actually looked like a game, and not a shit ton of crunch. Just crazy. It had flowers. Never knew it had flowers. Don't raise hell. Don't raise hell. No, I needed to fix it.
Out of his office.
Oh my god, look at it. Oh, I forgot I can't jump. All I can do is move. Can I click? What's my clicker? My clicker? Oh, interact. 427. Hi, that's me. I hate Mondays. You sure do, buddy. I'm gonna put both headphones on for this.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Let me in. Let me in.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
Did I?
He had simply missed a memo.
Okay, thank you. Maybe I did. You know, I like the room. Can I get the office path again? Can I just stay in the office the whole time? Hi. Wait, what if it's this way? Not that way.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office.
Yeah, fuck
but
you.
It didn't make a single difference. Nor did it have Stanley clicked on literally every single
Let me
button.
in!
Because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
LPC would just fall straight to the map. True. Fair enough. I thought there was a rat up there, dude. Hello? Please.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Guys, which door are we going through? Left or right? I knew my left and rights. Yeah, I do. I know my left and rights. I'm a pro like that. If not, then I'm gonna roll a 2-sided die. Left? Why isn't there a middle? Right? Right is right way, so left. Okay. Damn it, I want to click things. 5413. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. I can't jump. Oh, it's the projector room. Okay, I remember this room.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Okay, thank you.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley
Oh my
decided
God.
to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
No, I'm gonna read. Targets RFD not efficient. Who moved my desk? Please the targets. Tomorrow, complete today. Wish I could jump. I feel like I'm. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Me? Really? This is the one you can open!
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
This is my favorite path, guys. This is my first true Stanley Parable path.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I'll go after like 5. Weird.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
I am Stanley.
He wasn't even doing anything.
I'm not doing
If
anything.
there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
I don't want to be
Yes,
just.
He's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
What is FA? Sweet fucking absolutely nothing. Why did that rhyme?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his
I'm going
boss's
to
office.
hell.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing
Oh,
his boss.
we're not gonna go in the
Admitting
back
he'd let
rooms.
his
Nah,
boss during
no,
work
watch,
hours. He
watch.
might be fired for that.
I realize that
And
we're
in
not
such a
going to the back
competitive
rooms
economy,
anymore.
Why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
I'm crazy.
And then something occurred to Stanley.
Hmm.
Maybe, he thought to himself,
Maybe.
maybe I am crazy.
Maybe I am crazy.
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment.
I don't have eyelids.
No reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
Mm.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example,
Why are the mountains called mountains if you can't mount anything on them?
automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms.
Why
were
is it
so
called 12
familiar,
if there's not
they
2
seemed to be
2s?
working. No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
Why is it called ice if it's not that
He came
nice?
to the conclusion
How many
that it
endings
was
are you going to
most
do?
of his time.
Hi.
He just
I
hadn't
don't know.
found the words for it.
I don't know.
I'm
I don't.
dreaming.
I knew like 3 endings.
This is all a dream.
And by that, I mean like 2, which is go outside, touch grass, and broom closet.
An explanation.
And also, I think movie
His
star.
co-workers
Also,
weren't
back rooms.
actually gone. He wasn't
I don't think
giving
those are
up his
actual
job.
rooms.
He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself,
A bit.
I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to
My boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself
Hit my head on the
suddenly
fucking
standing
door
on a
frame.
magical star field, and it too appeared.
Am I not going to the
So
back
much
rooms?
Fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
Why is it called flower if it
Was
doesn't
the
produce
dream
pollen?
so lucid? And then perhaps the
I like that
strangest
joke. Thank you,
question of
Dark.
them
Thank
all
you.
entered Stanley's head.
Why am I
He was
alive?
amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
Why haven't I bought
Why
Irish
is
Starfish
there a
merch?
voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
I don't know.
Now the voice was describing itself
Being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. Yeah.
I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my
He's
thoughts.
becoming self-aware, guys.
And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams,
I want a
the
soda.
truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself?
There are a lot more.
When he
Really?
goes to sleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself. Stanley is as awake right now.
I mean, I don't even know how to get him. I know you have to, like, do certain things. I just forget what.
Hearing the voice speak these words,
Why was the original orange called orange if they were making green marketing or just simply wanting to fix a
So
naming
no
mistake?
doubt that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How
Kinda
else
funny.
would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control. That this was a dream.
Guys, I'm a dream.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream.
Can't
I
use my
wish it
sound
could be
effects.
over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife.
I have a
And
wife?
my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
I am so normal, guys. Do you know that, Jen? I'm so normal.
Okay.
Five Nights at Freddy's. Is this where you want to be? I just don't get it. Don't you want
Stanley began screaming.
Scream.
Please,
Ah!
someone wake me up. My name is Stanley.
There's no green in Greenland.
I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear
I
my
must get
voice?
real, guys.
Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh. Everything went by. Oh.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like
Mariella?
She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind.
I am
what
normal.
is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this.
Forgot
it
to
was
take
only
normal
then
pills.
that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Good job, guys. Did it. That's what I look like on a Wednesday. Why a Wednesday morning? Wednesday's early day of school. I'm gonna start looking like that Tuesday mornings. Cause I gotta wake up to 8 and then I leave school at like 9:40 at night.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, guys. I think I know what I'm gonna change this time. I think this time I'm gonna take the other door.
When Stanley came to a set of tools, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Fuck you.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
Oh, it's just me, myself, and I. My voice in my head's gonna die because I'm living in a lie. Oh, actually, I haven't seen this place.
Yes, truly a room.
Have I seriously not taken this door before?
It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Stanley, busting it down. Stanley style.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Hey, you know what? Fuck you. I'll close the door for you. Yeah, and I'll open it again. I need a key card.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I wanted to see if I could do it. Look at me, camera. Thank you. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I think that went pretty well.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Shut up.
open doors, this was not the correct way to the
Meeting room. And Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he would stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Wow.
It was just sad. It's not even an ending. It is.
What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room.
He defied the power.
Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room.
I am Stanley.
Life without having experienced this room was now
Too horrible to even consider. Hi, guy in my head. What's your name? My name is... Employee room. You know what?
Yes. Really, really worth it being here in the room.
Yay!
Room so
Utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished.
Here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Hi, painting.
Really worth it.
You're a leaf. You're a road.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on
Plant
his
in the corner.
overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Hi, plant. Kind of proving their point, but hi, plant.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue.
A dialogue.
When a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
AP plant can't even get near it. No, it's got border control. Wait, hold up, boy. Who farted? Who farted, guys? For one, I am. Coffee nut. Okay, this was the smallest thing. I know I couldn't play much the first time. I really enjoyed looking at the coffee mugs, and I knew like half of them were the same. I liked it. Okay, fine.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Well, guess it's not an open door.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Warning. Do not jump from the cargo lift while in motion. Will cause death.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Hey, thinking of playing this game. Is it fun?
Stop
Nice, Mr. Don. I think it's fun, and everyone else thinks it's fun. It's more it's not an acquired taste. It's just depending on if you like humor and what kind of game you like. So if you're looking into it and you already have an interest, I'd say go for it.
To put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
The wife?
She's been waiting.
She took the kids. Urgent. Employees should never attempt. Okay. Where's the missus? Where's the wife? Wifey? Hi, Void.
That's her.
Where am I?
You need to be the one to do this.
Samantha! Is that you? Samantha?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go.
Samantha!
All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Who the fuck are you?
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you?
Facts.
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something.
See these
Come
nuts.
inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. Sorry, but you're in my story now.
What the fuck? That like actually jump scared me. Get real. I hate you, fake wife.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Good morning. Press B on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow.
Oh.
He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
I'm okay with sitting here, guys. I got fake Samantha. I have this thing I can't open. I have this chair I can't sit in. I have my flat screen, which is flat against the wall and I can't use. I have this chair I also can't use. This fridge I can't open. The microwave I can't reach. And the sink I also can't reach. I'm content with this life.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
I'm gonna bite you.
Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch.
I don't have a sandwich.
Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
EBU. So, chat, how are we doing today? I think it's okay. I think we have to accept that sometimes pushing other people's buttons isn't the way to go about life. Sometimes that you just need to sit back, drink of water, take in the thing. Dark, you're a follower. Follower. I got this. I'm not gonna press it. I'm an idiot, guys. I can't read. I have a button I can push, though. I don't know. I'm not gonna push the button. I'm gonna sit here, silence, committing my own life choices.
But in his mind,
Shit.
In his mind, he can go on fantastic.
I'm a follower. I'm a law-abiding citizen.
Behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder.
Wait, what the
that none
fuck?
of it would ever happen.
When did that get here? What? Can I have a sandwich?
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss,
Fake Samantha,
everyone
help.
in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Spend time with the one Samantha took. Jimmy. Carlos.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Let me get the
As
dishes.
he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls.
I know that
Down
one.
another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions.
I don't know that
And
one.
down another was a game with a baby, and he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free.
Let me out.
Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
I love you.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested
Ow.
he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer. that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley.
Hi.
We're not so different, I suppose.
I'm Stanley.
I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must.
Must put
Perhaps,
these nuts in.
well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried. All of his co-workers were gone.
What?
What could it mean?
Who's in Santa?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, chat. New content?
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Okay. I'm streaming. There it is. Here it is. How does it look?
I think your light needs to.
I can't. There's nothing to put it on. I've currently got the 7-Up box doing me wonders.
Yeah, but we can.
We should, yeah.
So, hello everyone.
That's my mom. Lean down.
What's up?
Packages are on the table.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
So, yeah,
Oh, good.
another tape.
Oh, yeah?
Then he's.
Hopefully. Thanks, Mom. Mom cameo. That's the, guys, that was the new content. It was my mother. Sounds. Hello.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
I have that version.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013.
New content is
on
indeed to be
home
playing after
computers.
knowing all the endings, so fair warning about this path.
After receiving critical and commercial
Gotcha.
success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting
FNAF help wanted. FNAF.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
New
Oh,
content.
this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but
Elevator.
I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Whee.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last,
That's new
it's
content
on to the
in
new
about
content.
30 seconds.
I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Do it. Do it.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if, oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Give me the content stat. So I've seen most of this actually. If you look at my first VOD, I mentioned that I watched someone play this. This is what I watched. I really found it funny.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I can jump. I have legs. They work. Oh, wait, what? I'm already committed to it. I'm out of jumps.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content.
Epic new
There has to be
content, guys.
Something else, right? Goodness, another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping.
I'm really excited to, okay, I know we're playing the Stanley Parable. Really excited to play Bendy.
New content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30.
You guys, I don't know if you guys can tell. This is a lot better quality than my other streams. Look at them.
Now with over 1,000 hours.
I might play Dragon Ball Z Kakarot again, to be honest.
There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the new
That's
content.
it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Let's go, baby. Jump
This
button.
is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me
I like
started on
dollars.
the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley.
It's my fault.
Up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Oh, this Dane. Oh, I'm in it now. Oh, I'm in it now.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Coffee nut.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it
Yeah.
got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Fucking Elden Ring? Stanley Ring?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how
2013.
wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched?
No.
Back then, video games had integrity.
Really?
Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Hi, Mr. Krabs. Fish game? Enough designer hat. But a small creature owns the other half. Colleges show uneven effort to enroll poor. Costs hinder new tact. Business leaders. This collection of late edition. Okay. Oh hey, I got that ending. I wonder if more images show here, the more endings you have. Probably. Aww. Goodbye, little stamp. I can't sit on that bench. Oh, hi, piano.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10.
I could have listened to something out there.
James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley?
Every game ever created.
That's how grand and all-encompassing
Every
the
game
original Stanley
ever
Parable was.
created.
It was literally every game ever created.
It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. Oh my god.
And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all.
No
It isn't
games?
even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content. Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect.
Why is it 10
It
out of 10?
didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Game review. Can't get there.
These were simpler times, Stanley. What I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Sorry. It's a reviewing. It's the game review. We're reviewing the game for the game's reviewing itself. I love it, honestly.
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
I don't know if I want to show him, guys. Do I break the narrator's heart? Break Mr. Narrator's brittle bones. They bone. I. 4 and 57-year-old reviewers, respectfully. Hold up. Can't even read that one.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator
There's
is
obnoxious and unfunny.
unfunny,
Man, I wish
with humor
fucking
and dialogue
I wish Smooth Sean was back in the chat.
irritating than
This would be perfect.
entertaining. Unfunny. I'm not trying to be funny.
Oh.
I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd
Playing
have the room
Among
to
Us.
stick them.
I'm out of jumps, guys. The DLC is only garbage because you limit the jumps. Give me infinite jumps.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You
Curse.
can't know how much fluff
Every
I've
bad
cut
game has
from
been
the
a game.
to get it to feel as
All of it. I
light
think it'd be
and airy
funny.
as it- well,
That'd be really funny. That'd take a lot of time, though.
but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I
Okay.
do anything for the customer, Stanley.
Okay.
Yes, a skip button we shall have.
The skip button.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's
Craft
what
of
the
making
players
online
have been
content
asking
obviously.
for, and I'm very proud
True.
to have delivered.
No, this is like
more
this
listening
is
to
obviously a whole
Stanley
thing commentary, right?
The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not
Okay.
that, of course, you need a description of it.
You wanna
but
tell me
if
again?
I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps
We're gonna listen to
less
him.
of a rumination and more of a treatise.
We're gonna listen.
Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think.
Go ahead.
Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your Greek gift of mortal and yet timeless thought Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made,
Be respectful
in
and
fact,
listen. Gotta-
make you more not
you know
this
what?
kind of
Even
person,
more
and in
respectful.
fact do the very opposite.
Do headphones.
You see, it could in fact be both of these things at
No phone,
once. That you are
water.
both making choices and not making choices.
Really?
And they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time
Good
by
job.
virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them.
Yeah?
Okay, at first, I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to
Manifesto.
circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise vibe to it. But wouldn't you say that manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone?
Moral,
It
in
has
my
a
opinion,
mouthfeel
you have the ability
that
to
is
just skip
rich with
anything you want that
ambition,
runs the-
history,
Try to
ambitious
train you, please,
history, if
everyone.
you will.
Bro!
Ah. See, now you've got me going back to manifesto. Heavens, at this rate, we're going to be here all day. Okay, look, I have a method for exactly this sort of situation.
Oh, the skip
I
button.
find myself in this situation frequently. I'm going to say each word back and forth in repeated succession until I become sick of one or the other, in which case the word I am not sick of shall be the victor. It is an unimpeachable strategy, Stanley. It's rescued me from disaster in countless situations. All right, here we go. Treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto,
Oh?
treatise,
Manifesto. Treatise?
manifesto,
Treatise?
manifesto,
Festo?
treatise, manifesto, treatise.
At first it
manifesto,
sounded differently, now it doesn't.
treatise, manifesto.
Let him finish? I will.
Treatise.
Hi, Pogny.
Manifesto.
Welcome in.
Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto.
Pause there.
Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise.
I'm,
Manifesto.
I prefer manifesto.
Treatise.
I like the way he says it.
Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise.
We a
Manifesto.
10-day stream.
Treatise. Manifesto.
Oh,
Treatise. Manifesto.
verbally changed it.
Treatise. Manifesto.
I'm an idiot, baby.
Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto.
I'm a treatise super fan. Fair enough, Pogny. Fair enough.
Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto.
It's the way he says
Treatise.
toe.
Manifesto.
Manifesto.
Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto.
I might start drawing if he
Treatise.
keeps going, by the way.
Manifesto. Treatise. 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 Manifesto.
Any
Treatise.
thoughts on the discussion?
Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto.
I'm starting to believe it's in P.
Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise.
I'm gonna log into my
Manifesto.
game.
Treatise. Manifesto. 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 Treatise. Manifesto.
It's declining.
Manifesto. Treatise. 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 Manifesto. treatise, manifesto, 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 treatise, manifesto,
It goes.
treatise, manifesto, treatise,
I actually like
manifesto,
that both.
treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise.
I'm still thinking manifesto. I'm doing a single summon on my gotcha game.
Manifesto, treatise, manifesto.
If I get something good, I skip.
Treatise, manifesto, treatise.
I have 2 summons, by the way.
Manifesto, treatise, manifesto.
Nothing good in the first.
Manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto.
I'm gonna have dreams about this.
Treatise, manifesto, treatise.
Oh yeah, okay.
Manifesto.
I have a summon. If I get any
treatise,
like good,
manifesto,
reusable, I
treatise,
skip.
manifesto.
No, well,
Treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto.
I had lasagna for dinner.
treatise, Manifesto, treatise, manifesto.
Yeah.
Treatise, manifesto.
Oh.
Treatise, manifesto.
Oh.
Treatise, manifesto. Treatise,
Dishes?
manifesto.
Oh.
Treatise, manifesto. Treatise,
Still have a-
manifesto. Treatise,
Hey, quick question.
manifesto.
Treatise or manifesto?
Treatise, manifesto.
Treatise or manifesto?
Treatise, manifesto.
Treatise.
Treatise, manifesto.
Just treatise.
Treatise,
Basically,
manifesto.
basically something for like
Treatise,
dialogue.
manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto.
Pick one.
Treatise,
Treatise or manifesto?
treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise,
Pick one.
manifesto. Treatise,
Okay, manifesto. Thank you.
Treatise, manifesto. 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 Treatise,
But not YouTube.
manifesto.
Cinnamon toothpick.
Treatise, manifesto. 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 Treatise, manifesto.
Hey, chat.
Treatise,
Chat.
manifesto. Treatise, manifesto.
Would you be willing to let me go do like
Manifesto.
5 dishes while
Manifesto.
our beloved narrator goes on?
Manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise,
Any objections?
manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto.
Let's go do what you need to do.
Treatise,
Alright.
manifesto.
Let me know how the discussion goes when I come back.
Treatise, manifesto.
I have a good substitute.
Treatise,
You're gonna get chair cam.
manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto.
Boris
Treatise.
Bendy.
Manifesto. Treatise, manifesto.
Dish after me.
Treatise, manifesto. 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 Treatise, manifesto, 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 treatise, manifesto,
Alright, Pogny.
treatise,
Named you after
manifesto,
Cutco
treatise,
knife.
manifesto, treatise, manifesto.
Oh, we doing good. We doing good?
Manifesto, treatise, manifesto.
Banana bread.
Treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto,
Yeah.
treatise,
For real stuff, I say.
treatise, manifesto, treatise.
I want banana bread. You gotta get some. Say you named a knife after me? Yeah, a Cutco knife. Because it's durable and reliable.
Manifesto, treatise, 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 manifesto, treatise.
All right, chat.
Manifesto,
We're gonna do something funny.
treatise,
I can't see it.
treatise,
Actually, I can.
manifesto, treatise, manifesto,
Chat.
treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto,
Beauty sounds more devious to me.
treatise, manifesto.
I mean, manifesto, if you know what manifesto is, sounds devious.
Treatise, manifesto, treatise,
Okay.
manifesto,
Alright.
treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise,
Alright,
manifesto,
or any other mods.
treatise,
I want you to run a poll right now.
treatise, manifesto,
Saying treatise,
treatise,
manifesto, or skip.
treatise,
We're doing a vote on this.
manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto,
So if I don't see the poll,
manifesto, treatise, 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 manifesto,
to the poll.
treatise, manifesto, 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 treatise, manifesto,
Pola?
treatise, manifesto,
I can't see.
treatise, manifesto, 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 treatise.
Yeah, but I'm also on my phone. Okay, then I don't think it's up.
Treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto.
Chat, I'm having fun.
Manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise.
We're gonna be here all day if you don't skip.
Treatise,
It'll be fine.
manifesto.
It'll be fine. I'm trusting you. I'm just checking my Discord right now. It's okay.
Treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise,
Treatise is
manifesto,
superior. Really? I'm a manifesto person.
manifesto, treatise, 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 manifesto.
Fucking skipping. I literally
Well,
fucking.
there, sport.
I fucking
you really
can't.
did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you?
I.
But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display,
Fucking hell.
it's right at
Dude,
your
that took too
fingertips
long.
and go woof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review, merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability
It's still
to
your
change
favorite
their
game,
review
Tilly?
so that the feature is not widely abused.
I can't.
Look, I would even be okay with
Chat,
altering this.
I am listening to his voice.
So that it reads as something
All
more
I fucking hear is
something along the
manifesto.
lines of, this game is the best game. Let me start over. How about this? From the ashes of depravity rises the phoenix of quality.
What am I doing? What am I even doing? I stopped listening. Why'd he shut up? Dude, my head, like, hurts.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer.
That sucks.
The last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45... Stanley, please don't
Fuck
push
you.
the button
Fuck
again.
you.
It's been 12 hours.
You took 13 minutes of my
You've just been
life.
frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're...
That's what your mom said.
Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Hi.
Back.
Oh, hi.
My goodness. I have someone to talk to again.
Hi. Yeah.
Stanley, I think it's been a week.
Hmm.
Or 2 weeks.
Ooh.
I've been sitting here all that time.
That sucks.
Sitting- Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome.
So,
I have had time to think about you and about us.
Okay.
And about everything we've been through.
Go for it, man.
I've had so much time.
there is no door
to stop
here.
Keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year?
No.
Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret.
He dead? You know what sucks is that I fell into this and then I started legitimately just disliking them.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down review.
Open fucking timelines? The fuck?
The end is never the end, 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 is never the
The leaky socket. Oh. Hmm. So pretty. It actually does look pretty. Just talk about existential. This reminds me of the Mind Electric song, if anyone knows. What the fuck? Why is my gravity weird? The building tipped to the side? I still use the button? Fuck. Holy shit. There's not even a cactus here. God damn it, Minecraft. Look this part, even if there isn't anything to see. I can understand that. I get what you're saying.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
Music changed. Maybe? No, okay. I'll hold off.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Left
open doors,
door!
he entered the door on his left.
That is not the route I should have taken, I realize.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
But it's new content, right? Business strategy. I think I've done this before. Isn't this an ending? Stanley. Very good talk. Holy fuck, that lagged my game a bit.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct
Left up to
code
pick up groceries for a bit. Did I miss anything?
He stepped into the
We were in a
newly
desert.
passageway.
We saw new content. We're back at here. But I think you missed something.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word Escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I'm making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward willingly and confront my death. Oh. Oh! What?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Oh!
Stanley can't see the bigger
That's my
picture.
death.
He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this
People going
vile
against someone's word.
end to his brief and shallow life.
Fuck!
Farewell, Stanley.
Mama?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator.
Huh?
Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
I like that
In
movie.
a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly. And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Guess this makes a lot more sense now, Dark. Yeah? Already? Built inside of you. Skeletons and built in human. Yeah. That is a kind of interesting thought, that there's more skeletons than humans in the world. Really grim. You think about it, well, like everyone knows death happens. People grapple with death a lot differently. But it's really odd, right? When you realize that those people's bones are like in the ground. Like graves are such a heavy topic, but then you realize, shit, repopulation goes crazy, but death also goes kind of crazy too. Bit of a weird tangent. But
Stanley stood on the snow.
the fear of death is really... I don't think I've gotten over it. I don't think I will. I mean, if we're getting to that, like, death is... Like, media really, I think, helps the portrayal of death in any regard. Because it helps show either the severity of it, the comfort one could have from it, and a lot more. But I think okay to fear it too, even though that's a common portrayal.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not.
Wait, this is me.
Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Woo! That was an ending. Nice.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his
Death
responsibility?
is when I've become a
He had
burden
never been
pain.
trained
That's
for that.
fair.
No. This
I think
couldn't go
there's a
anywhere
lot of
so badly.
outlooks for
The thing to
death.
do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I don't know where to go from here,
Stanley
chat.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
It's
he had
definitely gonna make
simply
life
missed a
miserable.
memo.
Well, that's true. I agree with that. Is it still new? I kind of want to do that escape quit route though. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
I have an idea,
he
too.
entered the door on his left.
I think
Yet
if
there
we're
was not a
on
single
it,
person here either. Feeling a
death
wave of
is something you
disbelief,
fear, and death
Stanley
is something
decided
that
to
a
go
lot of
up
people
to
come
his-
to
coming
accept.
to a staircase,
But a lot of
Stanley
people also
walked
can't
upstairs
accept
to
that.
his boss's office.
Because the more thought you put into death, I think the more scary it becomes.
Stepping into his
I think
manager's
thinking of
office,
it in any
Stanley
form can
was
be
once
scary.
again stunned to
And even
discover
if it's
not an
release,
indication
it's
of any human
crazy.
life. Stanley was in such a rush
I-
to get through the
I-
story as quickly
I
as
thought,
possible, he
you know-
didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments. With
There's a
some
lot you could
calming
say about
Norwegian
just
music.
death. I don't know. It's just a lot. It's a concept I think just needs to be thought about a bit, but it's something that anyone can have an interpretation on. I think is what I was going for.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
I wonder if you could trick the elevator. But yeah, so here's my little talk about death. Sorry.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Did you go back up the elevator? I think I did that once. There was an ending for it.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story.
Gore.
Trapped
Yeah, it's okay.
in his narrow vision
It's okay.
of what this world is.
I looked back, my hair was a
Perhaps
lot
his
longer
death
then.
was of no
I like my hair then.
cause, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh shit, Arc. Fun fact, chat.
Just a few
Since
before
we've already done
Stanley
this
would
part at
restart
least
the
before.
game back in his
Ark
office,
Survival
as alive
is a
as
game
ever.
I've had on my
What
computer
exactly
since
did
I
the
was in
narrator
5th
think he
grade
was going to accomplish?
because it's what I got for getting good grades in 5th grade, as I really wanted to play Ark, and I haven't been able to play it well my entire life.
Death
So
meaningless, making life the same. Do
hopefully
you see
I
now?
can do that now.
Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
The day I mentioned. What? Does it appear? Here it is.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things
Not dark
cannot
boring, but
be
that's just me.
seen.
It probably is boring, but I always watch those videos with friends in it.
But listen to me.
So I really wanted
You
it
can
because I
still
really
see
like the idea
vision.
of punching
You
the
can
shit out of a
stop the
dinosaur and then
program before
writing
they
it.
both fail.
That-
Push escape. And press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time...
There.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. All of his co-workers were gone.
I think I'm gonna do one more ending and then stop.
Stanley decided to go to the
My head
meeting.
kinda hurts.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
So I'm just kind of. Okay, so you skipped the first part again. New
You see,
content.
Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh my god.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground
It's
up.
supposed to release.
Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented.
That's an artistic statement, guys.
Progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Hate whenever they unlock
Now, to be
doors and
clear,
just don't let you
I
open
haven't
them.
quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
Ears, eyes,
I
nostrils,
figured
arm,
if I
legs.
can loosely organize a handful of interesting
Ooh.
concepts, that surely
Oh, that's
the game
9.
will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much
Ooh.
more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Can't even sit.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Oh, I know that part. Holy shit. The button that says the name of the player that's playing the game.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really
I don't know role-play
simulate
as
the full
Jim.
experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim.
I'm Jim.
Sleeping and
Hi.
waking as Jim. Falling in love and being heartbroken
Jamel.
as Jim.
Jamel.
All of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into
You are now
dust.
Jim, so be
Do you
Jim.
feel it deeply?
I am Jim.
Are you really
I don't have a
truly
streaming
Jim
service.
right now?
I'm Jim.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Oh, that's me. I'm Jim. What if it says my name? Does it say my name?
Jim.
Hey, I'm Jim.
Yes, you see, what a thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button described you.
Me,
Try it again.
Jim. Oh, well, I'm Jim.
Jim.
It hit
Whoa.
even harder the second time.
I agree,
If this were
voice.
the
I'm
only
Jim.
new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
You know, I think
Take a
so.
break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Oh, I'm Jim.
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Jim.
I can only say it one more time. I'm Jim. Guys, what the fuck happened? I swear I'm not him. I swear I'm not Jim. I'm not Jim. I am Patch. I'm Jim. Pajime. Pajine. The cursed fusion names are back with a vengeance. Eenie. One last Jim. I got one last Jim in there. Unless there's another Jim button. I'm not Jim. I don't even know who Jim is. Hold up, I just realized something. Okay, never mind.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Okay, I'll go in that room in a minute. I want to check out the motherfucking reassurance bucket. No screenshots. Any doors?
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind. And
I like buckets.
true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for
Bucket.
me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the
Greatest
ass that would
bucket.
be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution.
Let me hold it.
Come on, give it a try. Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Really?
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Taking the bucket with me.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
That'd be crazy. Ooh! Will you ever receive your new achievement?
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes, you see, you'll come to this lever and when you... Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you.
They hear
I
us,
promise it
gamers.
will happen.
Damn it. I want my fucking achievement. I don't remember the last time I got an achievement for the game. Unless it just haven't shown me.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet? Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life. God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Jump circle? Oh. Exit.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle? Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
You know what? I wanted to go check out the other places. Seems cool. No. Oh, I can't have my fucking jump button. I want my jump circle. Leaving this place. My Parable 2
All
stocks.
right. Have you seen everything you wanted to?
Yeah.
Ready to move on now?
Yeah. I'm going. I couldn't even get another Stanley. I wanted my second Stanley.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
No.
Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work.
I hate you.
There's definitely a
Jump in
good
real
game
life.
in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Just like a fucking... It shows like a platformer.
Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Jump circle.
Well, I
Got
mean,
it.
there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
Let me go down there. Let me jump.
Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
The jump circle is just a
I
fucking
wanted
hole.
more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect.
Damn it.
With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose
Wait, did
it
you
could,
miss the
but it
hole?
would need a really, really tremendous title screen.
Yeah.
A title screen that says with bold
I think I
and
missed the hole.
uncompromising conviction, this
Oops.
is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can
I didn't
work
see a
something
hole.
out.
I got mad and I left because they didn't let me jump anymore.
Perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
And the Parable 2. Jump button was the best part.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
Hi, Stanley Parable 2.
But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That's new.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Got the fucking bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
Hell yeah.
And entered the door on his left.
I want the achievement. I want the free achievement. I don't know how that'd be implemented. I'm gonna go on the left purely because I want to see if they have the jump button. Oh, it changes every ending in the game. Oh, you're right. I forgot. Forgetting one more ending.
Was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Wait.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed
Broom
to
closet
hold down
ending.
cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket.
Oh.
I know how hard it must be,
Oh.
given the pressure that the broom closet is putting
Actually,
on your
very
shoulders
wanting
right
to
now, but
click
you have to
it
be
and
strong.
let it go.
This is your bucket. This is your companion.
Yeah.
And lifelong friend.
Yeah.
You can't hand it over.
No.
Oh, no.
No, this is
We're
mine.
getting into name calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has
You
sunk
suck,
that
broom
it has to
socket.
resort to this
I mean,
stream of
suck
petty
this
insults
closet.
simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket?
Not broom sucket.
Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined.
Yeah.
And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends?
That
That
is
your
the last
relationship is purely
straw.
superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that
You're
you
a
feel
closet
the same sort of
with
feeling
brooms.
towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it.
Fuck you.
Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning
Your
comments.
sweep.
Expand on the wide
Your J's.
variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together.
Your mop wheels
Go
are
through
fake.
each of them point by point.
Me and this
Share your
bucket.
journal
Oh,
entries detailing the rich
bro.
emotional
Me and
landscape
Bucket
of your
gone through a
friendship
lot.
with
We
Bucket
went
as
to
this
hell.
changed
We
and
jumped
evolved
in a
over the
circle.
years.
At least we tried.
Let him have
We
it.
didn't jump into a hole. We saw the creation of this world. We saw the bucket. This is the bucket, my friend. Hey, this is my friend.
I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all.
Okay.
Here we go. There.
Fucking
Now
cool,
it's
baby.
settled. No more debate, no more discussion.
Because your poopy
Take
head.
our
I'm in the
hike
bucket.
through
Fuck
the
you.
closet with all your meandering philosophical
Yeah.
diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Got it. Bucket's mine.
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see, I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket.
A bucket
That
sticker.
way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
You have a point.
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll
Yeah.
see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Oh. My bucket. In my bucket. In my bucket. More dialogue after that? Well, now it can't have the bucket. Put the bucket. Good. I love broom closet ending.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. You found one of them. one of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
Fucking
You
go.
can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Because the boss knows what the boss says goes. If the boss suffered losses, then what the boss chose. I'm just happy I got a Stanley, bro. Oh, that's close.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
Bucket.
Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Bucket.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands?
Mini stands.
Stanley figs.
Stanley figs?
What about Stanlerines?
I like
Yes,
all of those.
I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under
I like
your
the
belt.
first one. Can I get them all? Get them all in this route. I want them all. Getting. God damn it. I want collectibles. I'm a collector.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket.
Bucket.
Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Wait, what if you went up and down? God damn it, I was thinking about it, but I didn't want to.
Both wondered to themselves.
Sorry, I'll do it again next time. Promise. I promise, Duck. I'm sorry. I saw the message too late. I was focused on the bucket. Property of me, Stan.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feet.
Feeble mind. Hi, I'm Stanley.
No! He screamed into the bucket.
No!
He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone
I think if
else's
you put like
control
any
never
placeholder over this,
squeezed
like
the
with like a
bucket
streamer
tighter.
or something, and
His
did an
one
animatic
friend
for
in
it,
the entire world.
it'd be really
At
good
this
like
point,
practice
he could trust
for just
one
no
except
talking dialogue, I
for the
guess.
bucket. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in,
Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good.
Fucking
Two
bucket.
best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system. But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls.
Holy fuck.
Stanley gasped in horror.
Fuck.
Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself?
Uh-huh.
How could the bucket have betrayed him like this?
No bucket.
Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds.
Silly birds!
Silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
Silly bird. Silly bird.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable.
Wait, come look at this real quick, please.
Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this
Silly
one
birds.
was surely the best. And Stanley was happy.
Silly birds. Clicking. I have to click the silly birds. Oh. Crazy. Alright, thank you. Yeah. Yep.
Make it down though.
Yeah. Well, chat. I didn't expect to get that ending. The bucket helped me do the silly birds. If only views. I guess that is the end of our little journey. We did it. We did it. Together, chat. Together, we could do anything. Anything we wanted. Anything at all. We chose to do this. They were very silly. They were pretty silly. Oh, speaking of silly, you guys have opened really silly. No. We did it. We did it. First dream. We have the computer. Everything is open. And I don't know if you were looking in my announcements tab or my private on Twitter if you have it. This is the year. This is the year. I said it last stream. I'm confirming it. This is the year. I'm working with amazing people. I have my PC. I can push out content. I can do content. And I could do so much more. I don't know if I'm streaming tomorrow. I hope to. If I do, I'm probably going to be streaming Bendy in the Dark Revival, as I really want to fucking play that game. Otherwise, there might be a VOD up tomorrow. Maybe I might even do a drawing stream, if I humor myself. But this is going to be the end for this Stanley Parable stream. Everyone voted for this in Discord, it feels like. Like, there was a few who didn't, but hey. And I just want to say, it soon. All the options on that list are soon. Amori, Bendy, Ace Attorney, Robert, Minecraft, good Minecraft, you know? All that stuff is available. It is ready to go. We are going to be able to do it. So I just want to say thank you all. The next month for me is gonna be really weird. I just want to say that now. But these streams and everything that's going on, gonna have a lot of fun. And I hope that ideally March. I hope March is the month we really get everything going. But I hope you like it. Maybe I'll do some more stuff around. So whatever. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. So please take care. I think I'm gonna raid. So I'll figure out who we're raiding right now before we end everything off, because we haven't raided in a minute. I do have to soon change the raid stuff, but I do want to thank everyone for coming out today. I hope the stream quality was good. Thank you for liking it. So let me just see if we have anyone we can raid. I just want to share the love, because I'm gassed. The day after stream, I was gassed up so much. I was gassed. I was like ready to do anything. So I think he's here. Yeah. Okay. I know who we're gonna raid. Oh, I think it's no bitches. Facts. Oh, they're not. Sorry. We're gonna raid Sean. There we go. Please join if you can. Use the stuff. I'm gonna say I'm just gonna use the Pog emote. So I don't know. Please stay safe. Have a good night. Have fun at Sean's stream. He's playing FIFA. Tomorrow, you get a VOD or you get a stream. I'm excited for either. I'm excited for this new wave. See you next time.